Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 316. There's going to be quite a lot of stuff happening actually in today's episode. It's going to be a bit of a whirlwind, so I do hope you enjoy. And if you do enjoy, do me a massive favour, keep supporting the series in mid-August and hit me with a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Let's try and push over that 1,000 mark barrier, shall we? We start by doing 3 of these common gold player packs, because if you've been watching the episodes recently, you'll notice that I sold everything in the club that is like regular gold and rare gold because I wanted as many coins as possible. And then the objectives came out and I needed a first owner La Liga team. So I had like 8 out of the 11 players, and then as you can see, getting 3 players from those 3 packs actually helped me out. We've got Javi Garcia in goal, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much because what I'm doing is going to bank on the helpfulness and kindness of my opponents, and I've cut out all the games which are players that weren't trying to do the La Liga get a goal for Kondogbia challenge, and then, you know, I did my thing and let them get the first goal and hoped that they would let me get a goal back. So this guy decided not to. He wanted to keep tackling me, but you know what, I got Ben Yedder, so I got through him anyway, which is all good. And then I decided, you know, I've got to beat this guy now because I did a nice thing and then he didn't reciprocate, so I decided that I've got to win. However, I've got Javi Garcia in goal, so every time he gets through and gets a shot off, it's basically going to fly in the back of the net, making it not the easiest of challenges. But I did tweet out at half time, so I wondered whether or not I could bring my Allison on that I'd got on the bench, and people were like, yeah, you can bring on substitutes, so I did that, and you'll stop seeing really easy goals like that going in the second half. So I mean, I had 10 shots, 10 on target, and I'd scored 3 goals. It's just I'd let in 3 because I had Javi Garcia in goal. And then Allison, when I brought him on, I genuinely wish I kept Javi Garcia in because he conceded that easy header to save. But so be it. We end up getting the equaliser, and we will go on to win this match right here. Ben Yedder hits a green-timed belter at the front post, and that just flies on in. So we get a 5-4 victory. The victory wasn't the important part. It was just getting the victory against someone that wouldn't reciprocate and give me a goal. That was the important part. And of course, the fact that we are 1 out of 3 to unlocking Kondogbia. So we go into the next game and hope that my opponent actually let me get the first goal this time, which is odd and very unusual. You know, that doesn't normally happen. Normally I have to be the one to give them the goal, but I obviously reciprocated straight away, and then he paused and quit, and I was like, I wonder if he'll get the unlock for that. I don't know if that will count or not, if you can quit, because I always thought like, oh, I've got to play the rest of the game out, but I don't know whether or not he got the objective done or not. I should have messaged him really. And then we come up against this guy, or I think girl actually, just going by the gamer tag and the club name and stuff, and straight away we gifted each other the goals, which is good, and then it was game on. And I scored this beautiful free kick with Ben Yedder, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm going to watch the replay of that one, because that was quite nice. Really nice goal from the Frenchman. He has got great free kick stats, and what I didn't realise is that Hazard's actually got slightly better, I think. So having him on the pitch as well, especially like in my main squad, which you'll see my new main team in this video, you know, I've got a good free kick taker now, which is brilliant. I get another goal there with Hazard and make it 4-1. And this was actually a closer game than the scoreline suggests. However, this person is about to make that scoreline a lot closer. I nearly sort of gave this game up towards the end. I don't know what Allison was doing, but it was flapping around everywhere. And she got a couple of goals back, but we were able to keep the victory, or keep the lead and get the victory, and move on into our next game. Or no, we don't need to. That was the 3rd and final one. So that's going to get me Kondogbia, right? So we've now got Jeffrey Kondogbia, 93 rated, and that was one of the easiest challenges ever. And if you are still playing the game, I highly recommend going and getting this guy, because he looks like one of the best CDMs on FIFA. Like 85 pace and 87 shooting, yeah, but like 92 passing, 93 dribbling, 94 defending, 98 physical, something like that. It's pretty mental. So I had an idea for a new team, or a slightly adapted team, to be my final squad. We pick up a Danny Da Costa here for 30,000 coins. I paid 10 times that at one point. I paid 300k for him, and I thought that was a bargain at the time. So to see him for so cheap is kind of ridiculous. Actually insane, to be fair. So with this squad, Van Dijk is going to drop down to 8 chemistry. Couldn't care less about that. He will do just as well, I promise you. And then this is how we're going to start the team, with Havertz as my striker, with Hazard behind him, and then Kondogbia and Vieira as the DMs, and then Da Costa and Mendy as the fullbacks. This is a nice team. So I decided that on Saturday night I would go and play a few champs games, because I'd already submitted my my qualification. I thought I might as well, just in case I wanted to play it. I had no idea how far into the little session I would go. I just wanted to play FIFA for a couple of hours, because I wanted to test out my new team, and I know it's mid-August, but I was still actually enjoying it. So I thought, you know what, we'll go in. If it's super stressful, then forget it. Like, I'll just move on. Or if we're getting some wins, maybe we'll be able to put a little gold free run together. Who knows? So I set aside like 2 to 3 hours to play this game on Saturday night, and it took 2.5 hours to get up to where we're going to get up to today, which you'll see at the end of the episode. But that's another free kick there. This time from Eden Hazard. Told you I got a free kick taker in him. He can definitely rattle them into the back of the net. Power shots, because he's got like 99 curve, free kick accuracy, and all of that stuff. Even when you're quite close, you can get it over a jumping wall and back underneath that bar if you just hit it in that sweet spot. So yeah, we come away with 2-0 right now. Moving on into the next game. This guy's got a bit of a mix of a team, to be fair, but a couple of nice players in there. And I get a header with, I think that is Patrick Vieira, in 4 minutes, and he quits. And that is the second person to quit after 1-0. So I think some people are playing it as like first goal wins, or maybe my team's quite intimidating. A lot of the teams I've been coming up against haven't been like of weekend league quality. I mean, this particular squad is, and I end up losing 3-0 and rage quitting here, just because that was my mentality when playing, right? I was like, either I'm having a game where this is going to go quite well for me, or if I'm losing by a hefty amount quite early on, I'll absolutely just let them have the win. We'll move on to the next one. I couldn't really care less. So let's just not get stressed out, and let's try and enjoy our new squad. So I did that, and this guy was clearly a skiller, and actually a very good skiller in game. I got kind of lucky with the goals that I scored. I mean, that from Eusebio, nearly hit it wide, but we'll take it. And I couldn't get the ball off him when he was on the ball. And he had like 7 out of the 11 or 8 out of the 11 players were like 5-star skillers. So he was going on some pretty crazy runs, trying to have fun, but I basically ended that fun with 2 dodgy goals and a rage quit, which I apologise for, but you know, it's weekend league, you're going for the win really, aren't you? So that's another victory, bringing us up to what, 4 wins, yeah? So we're 4-1, because I quit the last one. And then we move into this one. This guy's got a 99 Messi, and a red Dembele, which I'm quite jealous of, but Kondogbia, he got a goal on his debut to force the rage quit, and then he gets another goal here, and with the amount of quits we've had, like, he's got a really good minute to goal ratio, like, on the pitch, especially as a defensive midfielder. It's pretty nuts. He's very good at tackling the ball, and he rises like a salmon in the box for those corners, so he's going to win you headers and stuff. Now, this game was a bit tougher, and it took me quite right until the end to ensure I got my victory, but we do come away with a 2-1 win, pushing us up to 5 wins and 1 loss, and we can move on into the next game. Of which his team is, again, really nice. He's got a regular Pepe there. I think he switched out straight away for someone else. But we push a lovely ball through to Havertz here. Holds off that defender and turns him well. And then hits that driven shot past the goalkeeper, you know, across the goalkeeper into the back of the net. But straight away, oh, that was who he brought on, unless he was already on. I can't remember. There was a 97 Hazard, just like the one we've got. He brought him on and he scored straight away, and then mine scored a few minutes later to put me 2-1 up. And then I think we end up getting another goal here with, Havertz this time. And I think we get another goal or even 2 goals before this guy quits out. Hazard into the box. I mean, he was just skinning those defenders there, and then plays it across for the easy finish for Eusebio, and then Hazard knocks it into Havertz here, who just La Croquetas and bangs it past the goalie to make it 5-1. Now, what I would say about this match is that it wasn't as easy as that scoreline suggests. My goalkeeper made a couple of really good saves, and I could have been losing at one point, so I don't know how we've really come away with a 5-1 rage quit there. Next up, my opponent's got a nice team, and he's got himself an Alaba, which is one player I really, really do love. He can't quite make it into my starting 11, but at half-time, I bring on Alaba for Vieira. That's how good Alaba is. I bring Vieira off. I prime Vieira, comes off for Alaba, and then we bring Pogba on as well. And those two players are so good. I mean, Alaba is just, when in the second half, when players are starting to flag a little bit, and you've got someone that is getting up and down that pitch with all of his crazy pace as quick as he does, he genuinely makes the world of difference. And then Pogba, with his long legs and his skills and his ability and just sheer class about him on the pitch, is a massive game changer as well. So it is making a difference to my game. I've genuinely got such a lovely starting 11 and a really, really stacked bench of players that I would love to play all of them, but I just can't. That's it. That's really the spot we're at right now, because we've grinded this late game of FIFA as well. It's meant that we've got so many cool players to test out, and I mean, one of the best ones is of course this Havertz. Being able to afford him and use him this year has been awesome, and I've really, really loved him. I'd put him up there as my favourite player of the year. Mbappe's up there as well, but it's been so long since I've actually had a chance to use him. His tots and stuff like that have always been slightly out of my price range. Even now, if I sold everything, I still don't think I could afford his tots. Maybe if I sold everything now and waited a few more weeks, I might be able to have him. But hey, what are we going to be doing in a few more weeks? You know, the Road to Glory's probably only got a few episodes left, if we're honest, really. Now, I won't just spring it on you, but I mean, I would imagine it depends, really. If EA bring out another little promo or release some special cards back into packs again after this footy stuff is over, then yeah, the Road to Glory will keep going. If not, and the game just sort of fizzles out and there's nothing after this Wednesday, then you'll see my rewards later on in the week from what we get in this weekend league session, and then that'll probably be about it actually for the Road to Glory, giving me, you know, just under a month or around a month to relax and get ready with FIFA 20 content, and not just, you know, leave the Road to Glory on a sour note because there's no content, but to leave it on a high note of the end of the final piece of content. And then let you guys look forward to it for, you know, a few weeks before we start the FIFA 21, which I cannot wait for. I'm so excited to get fully stuck on it in again with a brand new Road to Glory. It will be nice and casual once again this year, but we will again be playing the weekend league, trying to get rewards, trying to up our game, trying to bring in a really nice level of player to our team and stuff, and again, just try and achieve glory, which I think we've done this year. You know, when I look at my squad and know that, you know, I've been doing quite well in the weekend league and getting the rewards that I want, then I consider this year to be a success. I feel like we've paved that road and got to where we want to be, which is glory at the end, with a really, really nice end team that we've got right now. Now, hopefully, EA do bring out a little bit of something else. You know, maybe they re-release the Totti players or something like that. So give me something to play for, and then we'll carry it on for a little bit longer. But it is all down to what's coming, and I'm sure I'm going to be in Germany next week for Gamescom, so there's going to be some missed uploads. It all just depends on what content we actually get, because I want to be spamming packs, I want to be spamming SBCs at this stage of the game and getting some cool rewards from it, and I'm sure EA know that. And actually, most of the time during footies, we've had quite a lot of that, and we've really been able to elevate our squad throughout this last promo. I know it's not been everyone's favourite promo, but some of the players have been outstanding. I've really enjoyed it. So, you know, to have Kondogbia, who's just scored here, to be able to get that Pogba, Alaba, Kimpembe's also a beast. Benjamin Mendy was a great fullback for us as well. Lozano is one of the best, if not the best, super sub on this game. We have had some truly end-game players come out during this promo, and I just wonder if there's anything left in the tank. I wonder if there's a little bit more that maybe we can, you know, even if it's just re-releases of like some more Team of the Seasons or Team of the Year or something like that, I'd be probably quite interested to grind the game away for a little bit longer to see what we can make happen, and then maybe make a couple more little minor changes to our overall awesome team. So after 2.5 hours of playing on Saturday night, I was at 11 wins and 2 rage quits, to be fair. But what I didn't realise is that I'd hit 20 goals this week, which meant I earned a rare players pack. I don't know when we earned it during this video, but I only noticed it towards the end. So we're going to probably get a 99 Messi in this pack. Yeah. 82 Marcano. That's not what you want to see, is it, from a 50k pack? Especially when there was so many items in packs still. But hey, you can't complain. It's a free 50k pack. Maybe you complain a little bit. But you can't really complain too much about a free 50k pack for just scoring a few goals. You can literally do it in one game on beginner if you want to earn yourself a free 50k pack. So I'd recommend doing it. Overall, this squad is insane. Hazard's a beast. Kondogbia is a beast. Havertz is a beast. I love all of them. And we are 11-2 in the weekend league right now. And that would put me into Sunday. So I know I had some family stuff to do on Sunday. But I was hoping that I would get the motivation and a little bit of time is what I really needed. Just to push up towards 14 wins so that hopefully we can get another little reward set coming in for you guys this week. And I'll show you that in tomorrow's episode. Guys, continue to support the series. Hit me with a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Insta. Those links are down below. And most importantly, out of everything here, I hope you all have a lovely day and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.